Welcome back, guys. It's a beautiful day here. It's warm and the melt is on. So it feels like spring's coming. It's supposed to be getting warm as we move on in the next couple weeks, or so the forecast says anyways. But yeah, all this snow's melting off the roof. We all got to be careful coming around this way. So you can see it all just coming down. It's already kind of fallen. So kind of scary when you got kids playing around and then giant ice falling off the roof. I can't wait to get this ice off the shop now, because that is pretty thick. You can see over there on that lip there, it's pretty thick still. And I was chipping away over here at this stuff, especially in that corner. It was coming down, it was almost squashing the diesel heater, which is, I think I've shown you, mounted right there. So that's what we use to heat our watershed. But yeah, it's beautiful. Can't wait for spring. We got to fix up our compost. It's too small in order to actually do all the things that we want to do. So we got some more pallets so we can extend that in the spring once all the snow's melted. But it is, yeah, we've kind of extended it temporarily on top of all this snow. You can kind of, I'll show you over here once I get over here, kind of walking on top of this frozen layer of snow. And it's kind of a pathway that has gotten packed down, but still if you go to the side, you'll sink down to your knee. But yeah, so we've temporarily put this up until we can actually get in here in the spring, and once the melt, then we can actually configure this. I want to do 3 bays wide enough for the tractor bucket to go in, so that way when we go to stir it up, it's a lot easier. You don't have to use a shovel or anything, we'll just use the tractor. But yeah, that spring feeling, you want to get out and do stuff, but there's still so much snow that you can't. And man, I might need to clean that shop chimney out again. I haven't done it since the last video that I showed you guys. But yeah, I should clean that out again. We actually put the 2 cats in the shop now because they're kind of getting a little bigger and the house is pretty small. So 4 animals, 2 kids and 2 adults. It's a lot of living tissue in a small space. So I got to replace the electrical cable that feeds the sea can over there. We have a freezer in there, but when I was plowing, I nicked the cable. So we bought this 100-foot extension cord, which still doesn't reach. It's about 15 feet too short. So here's the end laying there, and we got to get all the way over here to where the plugs are, by these, underneath where the jerry cans are. So we'll have to wait for the wife to come back with a, probably like a 10-footer. I don't know what she's gonna grab, but because the warmer weather's coming, we need to be able to plug this freezer in, because that's where all our chicken and all our meat is. So eventually I want to move the sea can closer to our woodshed, so that way I can build between the two and we'd have more wood storage. But also I'd like to make it so it's a place where I could park the four-wheeler and the tractor. Over here, I think the outhouse would move, and I would put the sea can somewhere right here, so that way I could build in between the two and make kind of like a, like I said, like a woodshed, place to park the tractor, added storage for like, I don't know, chicken bedding and stuff like that. You gotta love days like today when you're on solar. Makes a world of difference. I noticed that in January, maybe February, the daylight starts changing. Even when it's gray out, you get more of a charge. I don't know what it is, but see, I thought about putting like a parallel string of panels to these, but I don't know, man. This is 100 feet of solar panels. Like, how much bigger am I gonna go? I'd have to reach out to somebody to see if that's possible with the combiner boxes that I have and the disconnects. So we'll see. There's always stuff to improve upon, especially off grid. But you know, for 3 years, I think we've done pretty well. Especially this is the first house I've ever built. So I impressed myself. And that's all that matters. So that's about it for today. There's not much really I can do. You know, we're waiting for the snow to go away and all that stuff. And as always, stay safe, stay warm, and I'll see you on the next one.